War. Looking back to World Wars I and II, I bet it did seem heroic to fight for this piece of land. Our ancestors fighting to stop genocide, even if an American did make a profit selling oil to the enemy. But it's not heroic anymore. It's foolish. Fighting for MPs that make a profit from the world's problems and stand in the way of progress. We might be called heroic on the way out to the war zone by the people that can't see past the mainstream media and the adverts. Be the best. But then we come home in a wheelchair and have to beg the common folk for charity because the government that declared war won't look after us with the taxes they've stolen from the working class. They'd much rather bail out the banks. We'll be fighting for a Prime Minister that leaves our elderly in the cold through the winter, while that same Prime Minister, who also declares war, yet never goes to war, gets to live it up in the private villa or yacht. We'll be fighting for the scroungers that make cuts to our disabled relatives' education centres and benefits, while those same scroungers give themselves a clearly undeserved wage rise. We'd be fighting for the monsters that send the police to rob the homeless, pester the working class motorists for more money, and kill people for walking home through a crowd. We'd be fighting for the rich folk that allow the economic genocide of approximately 7 million poverty-stricken people every year and laugh at the idea of using the technology that we have now to alleviate that tragedy, because it doesn't involve money. We'd be fighting for the thieves that tax us with VAT, bedroom tax, national insurance, council tax, tax on energy, insurance tax, tax on savings and investments, and income tax. Do we get a say on where those taxes go? We'd be fighting for the morons that deny climate change and invest in fracking the countryside for finite fossil fuels when they could invest that same money in long-term solutions like renewable clean energy that would also lower the fuel bills for everybody, including the elderly. We'd be fighting for members of parliament that will dictate all this to us and call it democracy. Imagine if we'd given our limbs for their profits, and all they gave us in return was a shiny medal or a march down the high street by the next set of victims. We'd have to be a victim of this country's poor education system to fight for the British government and believe we were fighting or defending the people of this country.